Hey, Rastamon0265 over here, giving you another black and white Wi-Fi battle. Had 2 days ago. Using my Sandstorm team, holding an open challenge. Someone accepted it, so here's the result. I'm just listening to some Lonely Island over here. Pretty funny group. I like their songs, and you should look them up. So let's go. Alright, so she starts off with Boogeyman, or Tangrowth. I'm gonna go ahead and go with my bomb. Goes for knockoff, and instantly takes out my leftovers and cancels out my sturdy, and it's a crit. I kind of laughed at that. I go ahead and set up my rocks. And then Boogeyman goes for the Leech Seed. Now, I misclicked on this one and used Rapid Spin, but I guess it works because I got free from the Leech Seed. So, Lefty's recovery, she withdraws and switches out into Dracula, her Gliscor. That thing takes incoming rock damage, and I set up a layer of spikes. So I get a free layer on the switch, but it doesn't really do anything to that. So I don't like this matchup. And she gets her poison damage, her toxic orb. I don't like this matchup, so I switch out. And I go into Alucard, my own Gliscor. She goes for the Swords Dance on my incoming switch. Gets more of her poison heal. And my Toxic Orb gets activated. So I go for a Swords Dance myself. And then she just goes for another Swords Dance herself. So I use Fling to get rid of my Toxic Orb. She uses Acrobatics, which doesn't do much considering the fact that she has +4 attack. And I'm guessing since I flung her my Toxic Orb, it just gets even heavier. So I go for an Acrobatics myself. And just look at that. If you don't know, Acrobatics does a lot more damage if you're not holding an item. And I got a crit there. Don't know if it mattered or not. She sends out her V3. So that thing takes stones damage. Goes for Draco. I thought I could live one, but I really don't. Because this is a choice. I think this is choice specs. So I really don't live one. So yeah, I'm gonna go out into Mr. Mole. She switches out, and I go for a Stone Edge. That thing takes the rocks damage and spikes damage. But I miss my Stone Edge. So I switch out and go into my bomb. So it goes for a knockoff, trying to take off my mole's item, but not gonna work. Okay, already took off my lefties. So I just go ahead and she switches out. I'm just gonna go ahead and set myself up another layer of spikes. Taking that rocks damage. I switch out, predicting the Fire Blast. Go into my Sand Shark. And yeah, predicting the Fire Blast. I avoid it. It's pretty cool, I guess. But she switches out because she's Choice Specs. And goes into her Void Wrath. That thing takes the rocks damage. I go for the Attract. I carry Attract on my Sand Shark because, I don't know, it works for me. So I just go ahead and go for an HP Ice just to see how much it would do. And that does really nothing. And that thing gets immobilized. So I must really love my Sand Shark. But I'm gonna switch out for an Ice move. Going to Mr. Mole. And he does hit me with the Ice move. But since I'm defensively bulky, it really doesn't do anything. So I just set up a Sword Stance. Now, knowing that I'm defensively bulky, I know that I could live one of these. One and only one. And as you see, I do live it with 85 HP left. So, she withdraws Void Wrath. I don't know why, she could have easily killed. And just goes into her Buggy Man, which will take the rocks and spikes damage. Go for Stone Edge again, and this one doesn't miss. Good chunk of damage on that thing. So I switch out of here because I think she goes for another knockoff. And I go into my bomb. No, goes for the Leaf Storm instead, but avoided. I don't even think I have my Sandstorm activated yet. So she withdraws Buggy Man. As I go ahead, I set up my third layer of spikes on the switch, predicting that she would switch out, so I'll just go ahead and set up another layer. So 3 layers of spikes, so I'm pretty much done with setting up my spikes, I guess. So I'll let this thing take a Draco Meteor. Thought I could live it, but Spec Stab, that's gonna kill. So I'm gonna send in my boss, my Tyranitar. Tyranitar's a boss. Now I finally get my Sandstream going. And she withdraws, locked into Fire Blast, and send out her Squidward. Alright, cool. Her Squidward. I guess that makes Tyranitar Larry because it looks kind of like a lobster. Go for the Stone Edge. Crit. One hit. Get out of here. So I guess I'm getting lucky with the crits this match. Goes back onto this thing. And goes for the Focus Blast. Yet again, this thing being Specs, that's gonna kill. On my Hydreigon, I personally carry the Expert Belt. You really don't want to carry Specs, Scarf, or anything because it'll lock it into that move, and I really don't like being locked into one move. So I'm gonna go into my Pokemon Speed, my Flygon. I'm debating on whether I should switch this or Garchomp out for something that can cure statuses, like Blissey. So she switches out, as I'm just going to go for the Stone Edge on the incoming Gyarados. I think, no, I really didn't predict it, but it worked out on my part, but didn't really do much damage. Barely left that thing with HP. That just shows how bulky Gyarados is. Go for the other Outrage just to get the kill. Pretty much just lock myself into it. She goes back into Buggy Man. And this thing has just been getting constantly hit with rocks and spikes damage. So, outspeeding, go for the Outrage. That doesn't kill surprisingly. And I'm like, holy balls. Come on. But she goes for the Leech Seed, which to me really doesn't matter because the Sandstorm kills it and nothing pretty much gets the Leech Seed health. So she goes into Yogi Bear. Takes the rocks and good amount of spike damage. So I switch out of there because I don't like being seated or the fact that I'm confused. Go into my Sand Shark. Goes for the Body Slam. That thing gets hurt by my Sandstorm. But regains it anyway. I go for the Attract. That thing gets immobilized because everybody loves Sand Shark. Just to say, birthday's coming up this Wednesday, and hopefully I'll have a battle out for you. If I don't, that sucks, but whatever. What I'm gonna get, pretty much just a bunch of airsoft stuff. Finally getting my tac vest, a little spring sniper, nothing really that much. Electric pistol. Let's see what else. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, so I go for an Earthquake. That still doesn't take it out. I think he got another hit off a Body Slam. And that thing gets immobilized again, so I just go for the, actually no, he just gets buffed, and that kills him off. So Sandstorm is basically just taking out all of his stuff right now. So that thing takes the rocks damage, and it's at a pretty comfortable thing that I can just leave Sandshark in as fodder. Get a safe switch out into Mr. Mole and go for the Stone Edge. Because besides Stone Edge, I really don't have anything to hit this with Mr. Mole, and I don't know if my Flygon will outspeed. But with the Sand Rush ability, I do outspeed. Go for that Stone Edge, hit it, and that is going to be, let's see, it's game over. I'm sorry, I don't even remember much of this. Yeah, that is going to be good game, Johnny L. Had a fun time with that battle. Like, comment, subscribe. Pretty much just tell me what you'd be looking for in another battle. Give me any team and I'll use it. Besides that, peace out, and thanks for watching.